Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku.co daily FX market review for the trading day ending Wednesday, November 4th. Firstly to the Euro US dollar, and here we've seen fairly strong selling in this market today. Previous day's trading we had establishment of a change of trend to the downside, a candle with a lower high and a lower low. For today's trading, a continuation of that trend and extending the size of the range suggests that the sellers are very eager, and the size of the black body is extended as well, suggesting some very strong downside momentum in net terms between the open and the close. We've also seen the sellers close with strong control by closing down towards the low, and importantly taking out the previous swing low here and a previous important area of support or resistance at 109.02 in a strong bearish manner. Support has come in at 108.48, and we have seen a small loss of commitment from there, but there's still no hint here that we are going to see the buyers come back into this market at the moment. If we do see the buyers return to the market, looking to the previous support level at 109.02 to hold as resistance, and if we can rally through there, we're likely to find the Tenkan Sen holding as very strong resistance, as we often do when we see very strong downtrending markets in the fast-term time frame. If we do see the sellers continue in the market, the benchmark is obviously going to be 108.48 previous support, and then also the 108.18 level. A strong breach down through there could see Euro US dollar trading down to 107.14. And just looking at the hourly charts here with the Euro US dollar, and here we see the market trading down below the Ichimoku cloud, and previously we saw some strong trading activity down below the cloud, the market testing just above there but not getting a long way above the cloud previously, really highlighting that in bigger picture terms the sellers were the stronger party. And here once again today continued strong selling down below the cloud, just looking a little overextended in the depth down away from the cloud here at the moment, and it wouldn't surprise to see the market attempt to retrace, but we are seeing some resistance coming in at the Tenkan Sen, and that's going to be a benchmark for the next hour or two. If we can close up through there in a bullish manner, we could easily test the middle pivot point level 108.91. It may hold as resistance, and then above there the Kijun Sen trades at 109.05, so potentially some strong resistance there. Above there the first pivot point resistance level could come into play, 109.36, but selling off this Tenkan Sen resistance could easily see the first pivot point support level tested, 108.17, perhaps the second at a stretch, 107.69, and the third is just too far away. I doubt very much we will be testing down to there today. It just seems too extreme. Next to the US dollar, Japanese yen, and here we see continued buying in this market today. A solid breakout up above the 121.52 level of previous resistance and the 121.30 level. This breakout and this solid upside momentum could see the market trading to higher levels, 121.82, 122.12, where we could see some strong resistance coming in. But this solid build of momentum, the extension of the size of the wide body, the buyers taking stronger control by closing up closer to the high on this candle, suggests that we certainly are seeing the buyers as the stronger party in this market. Any retracement is likely to find strong support down at the Tenkan Sen, coinciding with that previous resistance area at 120.83, and then down at the top of the Ichimoku cloud at 120.72. But this is a good solid build of momentum here. Now we do also have a bullish market in all three timeframes, trading above the Ichimoku cloud, the Kijun Sen and the Tenkan Sen. So a bullish market in all three timeframes, and that's supported by the Chica span, so suggesting that we could see the market continue further to the upside. And looking at that pattern that we have broken out through and closed above, confirming that the pattern is complete, suggesting that we certainly could see the market trade higher. The potential target is the width of the pattern projected up, and with the market being trading above each of the Ichimoku indicators and the breakout to the upside, it does suggest that there's a good likelihood that we may meet that target. Now, a target is the width of the pattern at the widest part projected up from the area at the breakout, and that's the upper barrier here, and we have a target up here about 123.25. Now what we want to see here is some strong follow through to confirm this. So the breakout is only just closed up above the upper barrier, so I'd like to see another strong bullish candle just to give us a bit of confirmation. If we do see that, there is a good likelihood of us meeting that target. But if we see the market come off from these levels where we're trading at the moment, we could then see this pattern morph into another pattern, into something of a rising wedge. So let's just be aware of that. What we want to see is strong follow through to confirm, and if we do see that, then the potential wedge pattern might be negated. And just moving to the hourly charts with dollar yen, and here we saw the market trading up to the first pivot point resistance quite early in the trading session, coming off to find support very close to the Kijun-sen indicator, bouncing off there to find resistance at the first level once again, and then later in the day finding resistance at the second pivot point resistance level. The market has opened around the middle pivot point level, holding a support for the last couple of hours, attempting to rally but finding resistance at the Tenkan-sen, so that's going to be the benchmark moving forward. It trades around 121.56, 57. A bullish breakout above there could easily see the first level tested at 121.85, then perhaps even trading up to the second at 122.12. Any selling down through the middle pivot point level may find support at the Kijun-sen 121.35, and then at the first pivot point support level 120.19. After that, the Ichimoku cloud could come into play as strong support, and at the moment we have the second pivot point support level 120.78 around the bottom of the cloud. Next to the Aussie dollar, US dollar, and continuation of a trend to the upside today. This current candle has formed a higher high and a higher low, attempting to break out through the strong resistance overhead, and we have a confluence of quite a bit of resistance with the top of the Ichimoku cloud and the Kijun-sen and the Tenkan-sen indicator all around the same place, and then above there this 72.06 level was previous support, and prior to that resistance in the near time frame, and for the prior day it has acted as resistance as well, and the strong price rejection here with the sellers taking control sets the market up for a change of trend, and we are actually seeing that change of trend confirmed here in this current candle. So with this potential downside, we'll be looking to the bottom of the cloud around 70.98, very close to that, round number 71 cents, to hold as strong support if we do see the selling continue in this market. If the market attempts to rally, looking to the area around the top of the cloud and the Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen, roughly about 71.76, 71.80, to hold as resistance. And to the hourly charts, and here early in the trading session we saw the market rallying, holding the Tenkan-sen as support, finding some resistance very close to the first pivot point resistance level, selling off and breaching through the Tenkan-sen, but holding the Kijun-sen as support, then breaching through the middle pivot point level to test down through to the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud. That was where we had the change of sentiment in that longer term time frame, with the market trading below the cloud, and we still see activity below the cloud and below the Tenkan-sen. We have a bearish market in all three time frames now. This suggests that we certainly could see the market trade to lower levels. So the first pivot point support level 71.15 could come into play, and the second around 70, 79, 70, 80. Possibly the third, it is looking a little overextended down there around 69.91, and that is close to that round number 70 cents. So I'm not too sure whether we will be trading down that low. If we see the Tenkan-sen breached early, we could see the market test to the middle level, and the middle level for most of the trading day hugs the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud, and suggesting that we could see very, very strong resistance around there. That's around 71.70. Next to the US dollar, Canadian dollar, and here we see the market trading down below the Ichimoku cloud. So an important event when we're trading down below the cloud, but we haven't seen a strong bearish breakout, and we haven't seen any strong bearish follow through. What we've seen is some small body candles, sellers taking control on the candle prior to today, but the buyers coming in here solidly with a very strong white body candle, suggesting that we are attempting to trade to higher levels. Problem here for the buyers has been the resistance at the Tenkan-sen Tenkan-sen and the bottom of the cloud, and the market has failed to close within there. That is going to be the benchmark moving forward. It trades around 131.62, and if we can see the market trade back within the cloud, we will have the negation of this potential bearish trend in the longer term time frame. The market is trading below and above both the Kijun-sen and the Tenkan-sen at times, suggesting a lot of indecision in this market. Next to the Euro-Japanese yen, and here we've seen some strong selling off the Tenkan-sen resistance. We have a very bearish market in all three timeframes, trending below the Ichimoku cloud, the Kijun-sen and the Tenkan-sen, and the Tenkan-sen is pointing down very sharply, reflecting very, very strong downside momentum. And most times when the market reacts and attempts to trade back to the Tenkan-sen, it tends to act as very strong resistance, and that's what we've seen today. Sellers coming into the market solidly, a very large black body candle, losing some commitment down around this 131.74 level, very close to the previous swing low where we saw an attempted rally, and that's going to be an important level moving forward, and we are seeing some early selling in this new session. The 132.22 level may hold as resistance, but if we do rally through there, looking to the Tenkan-sen trading at 132.75 to hold as strong resistance as well. Importantly, the Kijun-sen has been flat for a few candles here, about 3 or 4 days, and normally we see the market attempt to be retraced back towards the Kijun-sen. It represents equilibrium in that medium term time frame, and if we look at these candles in here, the attempted rally has been very, very weak, and the market has found very strong resistance around that 133.15 level, and the character of the candles on this rally following this strong bull candle has been very weak, with small bodied candles, and then the sellers starting to come back into the market. This suggests that certainly the sellers are the stronger party in this market, and it does suggest good potential for further downside if we see the market breach down through this 131.74 support.